Wicka.
Today we are going to share 10 of our favorite shows in Branson.
The best of the best.
Hi, this is Amy with TPF, Trips, Places, and Fun.
And this is John, and at TPF we show you how to have fun and exciting travel adventures.
That's right. And as you know, Branson is famous for its amazing shows, and a lot of people come to Branson just for the shows, although lately we've been getting much more attractions and kind of family-centric type things to do. But the shows are kind of the staple of Branson, and so we thought we would share with you our 10 of our favorite shows in Branson. Now, just starting out, we kind of want to give a little disclaimer. We know there's a lot of shows that we haven't seen. I think last time I looked on TripAdvisor, there were like 161 shows or something.
Wow.
So it would be nearly impossible to see them all.
I don't think we would be responsible citizens if we spent all of our time going to all of the shows.
Branson shows. So there are some shows that we have not seen, and maybe there are shows that you like better than some of the ones that we mentioned, and that's okay. So please just comment down below if you've seen some shows that we don't end up mentioning that you love, and don't be offended. We'll be happy to hear what you have to say, and we know that our opinion is not, the definite, like, we have it right and that's it.
Really? That's very humble of you, Amy. So
That's me.
there's other opinions out there that are valid.
Yes. So as we go into this, what I'm saying is just this is some of our favorites, but we know that you may have your favorites as well.
And I've got a good fun idea. I grew up in Branson, and so I was here from the age of 13 to when I graduated high school, and then we moved away and then moved back. So when I was very young, I saw a lot of shows with my parents. What are some shows that you loved that no longer exist? Some classics that are no longer with us. I'm gonna throw out two.
Okay.
Bobolinks.
Oh, I've not heard of that.
Bobolinks.
Was that a clown or? I don't know. It sounds like a clown.
No, it was
Bobolinks the clown.
It was very country, and it's in the same building as Clay Cooper.
Okay.
But my all-time favorite, and I would always want my parents to take me, was the Foggy River Boys.
Oh, I have heard of the Foggy River Boys.
Oh, I loved the Foggy River Boys.
Aw, so why aren't they here anymore?
Well, they grew up.
Okay.
I think they moved on. I don't know.
Okay.
They retired, I guess is what I'm trying to say.
Okay.
And
That's
so
fine.
what other shows out there that are no longer with us do you love?
Okay. So that would be a cool memory, some nostalgic stuff. So yeah, comment if you have some.
But there are 10 shows that we're going to talk about that are here. They're still here to this day.
Right. So these are in no particular order. So these are just 10 of our favorites, and we're not doing like number 1, number 2, whatever. They're just in no particular order. Right. But the first one we'd like to discuss is the Haygoods.
Yeah, super cool.
I remember seeing the Haygoods, goodness, it was probably 15 years ago. And some of them were kids at the time.
Yeah.
And I remember, let's see, I'm 43 now. I remember seeing them however many years ago that was, 15 or so, and feeling really unaccomplished because they are so talented.
Ridiculous talent.
Yes. And they are just a really high energy show. Something for everybody. There's a lot of different music, a lot of different kinds of things going on the stage. And so it's a great show for families and people of all ages.
Yeah, so it's a little bit of a different kind of a show. It's not your traditional country. It's more, like you said, high energy and modern music.
They're a family.
Oh, definitely.
And
they're a family.
And they're completely talented. I mean, they sing, they play all different kinds of instruments. Plus, they've got some variety type stuff in there. So it keeps it really fun and moving. It's fast paced, and it's a great show.
They're completely talented. Would that mean that they're talented at everything in the whole world?
Well, not everything in the whole world, but a lot of things.
More than us.
Yes, more than us. So, all right. The second show we would like to talk about is Six.
Six. Should we do our rendition of Six?
You do your rendition of Six.
I'm not going to.
Okay, so these guys, it sounds like they've got a band behind them.
I think there's like, 4 or 5 of them?
I think there's 6.
I set you up.
Also family. This is also a family group. And so these are brothers, 6 brothers. And they sound like they have a band behind them, but they're doing the stuff. It's all a cappella. They do that. Oh my goodness, you're spitting on me. What do you call that? Beat? Is that beatbox?
It's the best ever.
They do it a little bit better than what John's doing right now. Yeah, just like that. No, but it is incredible. You will listen to them.
They should name the group 7.
And add you. No, I think not. But yes, so.
Sorry.
Yeah. So you will listen to these guys and you will just think they have got to have instruments. They just have to, but they don't. It's amazing, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's hilarious. You know, it's not just people up there just going from a cappella song to a cappella song. It's an excellent show and super funny and just so well produced.
Yes.
Serious talent, completely talented, as you would say.
Completely talented in every area of life. And they have cool cars that they drive around town. These
have
guys.
6 cars, each one of them colored different, but they're all the same car.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right. So the next one is kind of, I don't know if you guys would necessarily consider this a show just because it is a dinner cruise, but there is a show involved, and this is the Showboat Branson Belle.
Yeah. You come to Branson, there's a few things you got to do. You know, I think Silver Dollar City would be one. Of course, Escape Code would be the other. And the Axe Game. And also Saga's Mysteries. And then you're all out of money and you have to leave town.
Well, then you can save a little bit of money for the Showboat Branson Belle.
Showboat Branson Belle. That's one of the other things you have to do in town.
So, yes.
We own those other businesses. Maybe they don't understand.
You're like, wow.
Why is he
amazing.
so excited about those 3 businesses? We own them.
But the Showboat Branson Belle is just so, not only do you get a really cool show, which has some comedy and magic and some great singing. Again, a little bit of a variety show here. But you also get dinner and a cruise, and so it's everything kind of rolled up into one at a great price.
So the way it works is you get on the boat. Is it a boat or a ship?
It's the Showboat. So I'm gonna say boat.
You might want to look right up here for our what was it? Oh, the cruise snob.
How to know if you're a cruise snob.
How to know if you're a cruise snob.
We like to talk about cruising, and we had a debate on a video here about ship versus boat.
Is it a ship or is it a boat?
Right. So that's
boat,
where this is coming
boat,
from.
Boaty, boat.
But since it's called the Showboat, I'm going to say they probably know what they're talking about, and I'm going to say it's a boat.
Yeah. So you get on the boat. It holds hundreds of people, and you start with some dinner and a pre-show. So there's a pre-show and a little entertainment.
Hey, we actually have a whole video on the Showboat.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we do. So if you guys are interested,
right up there.
You can watch a whole video on what it's all about. Now, we couldn't record the actual main show, but you can get a good idea of what you get to experience on the Showboat.
Yeah, so after dinner and after the pre-show, then you walk around for 15 minutes, I think, or 20, and you get to go up top. You get to see the captain.
See Table Rock Lake. It's beautiful.
Super beautiful. And then after that, you come back to your seats and you watch the main show, which is wonderful.
Yeah, super
powerful, great, amazing, talented. I know one of the dancers, one of the tap dancers.
Oh, yeah.
His name is Carlos, and the guy's talented, and they all are, and it's just amazing.
It's a fun show. All right, so moving on. The Presleys now, they're a kind of classic show here.
Oh,
in Branson.
definitely. They're the first show on Highway 76 on the Strip. Yep.
So,
which, by the way, it's not Highway 76 anymore.
It's not. What is it?
It's I think it's 76 Country Boulevard. I think is the official name. The city of Branson took it over, and now Highway 76 comes or Highway 6. Let's see, 76 starts at the High Road. Now the High Road is actually going to be Highway 76 north of Branson, taking you over to kind of towards Silver Dollar City.
This is too much change.
I like change.
I know you do, and I don't as much. So now I feel a little sad.
Anyway, so we shouldn't refer to it as Highway 76 anymore.
76. We'll just call it 76.
No. It's not. It's not 76.
You said 76 Country Boulevard.
Oh, I'm sorry. You're right. No. It's not that. It's not. It's not. We'll have to
Get it right.
We'll have to look it up. It's something.
It's not called 76 Country Boulevard.
I don't think 76 is in the name anymore.
Oh, shut up. This is like blowing my mind. Okay, guys. So we're going to call it the Strip. To be safe. The Strip. We all know what that is.
We should know what the name of it is, but it just rang a bell. And
we do all these Branson videos, and we don't know
this is the new change.
Official name of the Strip.
It's a new change.
Okay. But the Presleys. Back to the Presleys.
Yeah. The first show on the Strip.
On the Strip. And they are fun. They're kind of your traditional country. They've got country music. They've got kind of the, country or hillbilly personas in this show.
I think the comedy is great. They
comedy,
have
some variety mix again.
It's hillbilly comedy, but it's great. They're so funny.
Yeah.
In my opinion.
Yeah. So it's a good time.
Lots of talent, of course, and then gospel, a lot of gospel music in there.
Yeah,
and
that's right.
So,
we just saw the show for Christmas time, right?
Mm-hmm.
And had a lot of fun. So, okay, now again, this is another dinner show, so you may or may not count this, whether, if you're a show purist who...
And it's not even really a music show.
Well, it has enough music in it. Yeah. So this is the Stampede, Dolly Parton's Stampede. And so there is music, but of course there's horsemanship. There's some dog competitions. There's competitions among the North versus South. There is...
Pigs,
racing pigs.
Big horns, the
longhorn, and
the big horns.
Yeah, so all sorts of animals, but the horsemanship really is, I think, the thing to go here for. It's incredible.
The food is wonderful,
and the food is awesome too.
Eat with your hands.
And so some of you may or may not know this, but I used to be a server at the Stampede, and I remember my very first day going in there and overlooking the arena. So the arena probably holds about 1,100 people. Overlooking the arena where you see, the horses doing their thing, and just standing there and looking at it. And I actually teared up because I'm like, this is so incredible. I get to be a part of this amazing show, bringing joy to people. And, it's a show I'm still in love with, even though I've seen it hundreds of times, literally hundreds of times.
So what was your job like there, Amy? What did you do? What was it like?
Dude, I was a server. We worked our butts off. So if you go to the Stampede, please tip your server well.
Oh, you got to tip well.
They work so hard. Yes. And I burned so many calories. Literally, I called it my own personal workout. I didn't need to ever exercise because I got enough exercise at work. But it was so much fun, and it was so special, and I loved, just making people happy and being a part of that awesome environment.
This could launch me into another tipping tirade that I'm so famous for.
John believes in tipping big time. So
yeah, because there are times
and being nice.
It blows my mind. It just does. It blows my mind that anybody would ever go to Dolly Parton Stampede, and these servers are working like harder than any server in the entire world. I mean, it's right. It's super hard. And sometimes they're working 3, 4, or 5 shows in a row, which is... It's almost physically, humanly impossible.
Yet we did it because we're amazing.
And there would be people, often actually, who wouldn't tip. I don't get it. So you don't work there anymore, so you can...
Yeah, now I can tell you to tip since I don't have ulterior motives. But yes, please do. Please do if you go.
So, you've got to tip. The tickets are... How much are the tickets there? I don't know.
Oh, I think they're probably around $60 now.
So tip at least, I would tip $12 a person.
Well, usually that would be a very good tip.
That's 20%.
But minimum $5 to $10 a person. So yeah,
you got to do it.
Yeah.
Got to do it.
So
there's my tirade.
Okay. So next, and this is kind of a more of the theater, but I would say any show here, and this is Sight and Sound. Mm-hmm. So Sight and Sound brings the Bible to life. Every show I've seen there is incredible. And so,
if they have to choose one show to go to, this is my opinion, by far the show to go to is Sight and Sound, no matter what production it is.
Yeah, so every production, and they change them over a lot. So this year we're going to see Noah. Mm-hmm. So I think we've
seen it before.
They had Noah, I'm thinking about 10 years ago, but it has been revamped slightly. So even if you've seen it before, you'll want to see it again this year because it's going to be new and a little bit different.
So this is a better than Broadway experience, and the whole theater comes to life, and it's. I mean, it's just incredible.
Yeah, if you've never gone to Sight and Sound, just go. And
even if you don't like the Bible.
Yeah, even if the Bible's not your thing, you will be blown away by the shows that you see at Sight and Sound. And so let's see, last year we had Samson.
Who wouldn't like the Bible? Oh, the Bible's wonderful. I just have to throw that in there.
It is wonderful. But if for some reason you don't, you're still going to love this show.
Yeah.
So, Anyway, and so Samson was last year. This year they're gonna have Noah. Sometimes they do the Christmas thing, a Christmas show, Miracle of
We
Christmas.
haven't seen that yet, though.
No, I wanted to see it so bad, and we weren't able to this last.
So
Christmas
typically what they
season,
do is they'll introduce a new show and they'll keep it here for 2 years because they also have Sight and Sound in Pennsylvania. So a show will start there and then it will come here to Branson. It'll be here for 2 years.
Although I think they said Noah's only going to be here 1 year.
Yeah, because it's a revamp, or they've done it before, and so they're bringing it back just for a year.
Yeah, so we'll see what they have next
and
year.
that theater is crazy. Just go look at that theater.
Yeah,
they can go to that theater right after they're done throwing axes at the axe game and going to Escape Code into Saga's Mysteries.
It's right across the street.
It's real close.
There you go.
Super convenient. They built it there because of us.
Yeah, just because of that. No, actually, they were there first.
Oh, yeah.
So, all right. Next, this is a magician, and we saw him around Christmas time.
Yeah.
Rick Thomas.
So good.
And so we saw him at the Moon River Theater with the Andy
Lennon
Williams.
Sisters.
Yeah, with the Lennon Sisters at the
It was a
Andy
Christmas
Williams
show.
Theater. And it was good. So we didn't see his whole show, but we saw a portion of that Christmas show was Rick Thomas. And he was, I can't do that.
I can't do it.
Yeah, you are just like, how did he do that?
Hey, has anybody, speaking of can't do something, has anyone noticed something new with my wife? She's dressing up like she's in Branson, Missouri.
Oh, yeah, see, I'm wearing overalls.
It's supposed to be.
I feel like I could be in the Presleys show right now.
It's supposed to be in now.
Well, okay, so I was out shopping the other day, just side point real quick, and I saw these overalls, and so I texted John. I said, what do you think about overalls? Cute or ridiculous? And he just texted me back and said, both? So we Googled to make sure they're in this year.
Yeah.
And we said, are overalls for women in 2020? And
They
it
are.
said, yeah.
It's coming back.
So here you go.
And the other thing is I thought it was cooler to have one of the straps undone.
Yeah, I said,
And I asked Google, I said, Google, is it in for ladies to leave overall straps undone? And then showed me a whole bunch of pictures, and some it had just one strap. And it's just, I don't know, it's kind of got this cooler vibe.
I said, absolutely not. I'm not going to walk around with a strap hanging back behind me.
It's like a safety concern. You can
safety concern. I might get caught on something or trip over. I don't know.
Whop somebody.
Whop somebody in the head. Lawsuit. I don't know. So anyway.
It's lots of danger involved.
I just decided to strap both of them, which I have here. But yeah, I think I fit in well in the Ozarks, but also kind of like maybe country cool.
Country cool. Hey, leave a comment below. Those of you
don't.
No, in other parts, I'm just saying here, in other parts of the world, we've got fans all around the world, and or different parts of the nation. Are these cool yet? Because in the Ozark is the trendsetter, so it always starts here.
Yeah, we start all the trends in the Midwest.
It starts here.
Yeah,
in the Ozarks.
right here in the Ozarks. Actually, I think overalls in the Ozarks have always been in, even when they were in.
Come back. So you just hang on to a style, and eventually it's coming back.
There you go. All right, so
that has nothing to do with shows.
Nothing to do with shows, but we will move on for y'all. Next is Buckets and Boards.
These guys are great.
We love these guys. There's Matt and Gareth. They are so much fun.
Super fun.
And again, I would say this is a great show for the family. If you have kids in your group, they're gonna love this show. So of course, lots of percussion, like you would assume in the name.
You do percussion on any type of thing, on boards and
buckets. You can do percussion on buckets and boards, but more than that,
wait, watch this.
Okay. Oh no.
Wiki. I could be in a show. I've got to be in a show. Sometimes I go out to eat and people ask me if I'm in a show.
I think it's because of the hair. The hair makes them think like you're in a show for some reason. The Cupid hair. So they're like, that guy must be in the show, right? Okay.
I don't want to ever again be referred to as a QP.
Okay, so anyway, it's okay. It's all good. But moving back to Buckets and Boards, not only do they do percussion, they do comedy. I've even seen them do like some flips and like crazy, I don't know if you call them gymnastics moves, but they do, and variety.
Well, that's the time you definitely would want to have both straps.
Yes. And audience participation. In fact, we went to see the show and our daughter Ella got to go up on the stage, and oh my goodness, she told me afterwards, she's like, I felt like such a star. It was so fun for her. And the show is...
Speaking of Ella, we just went to her spelling bee, and this is awesome. One of the words she got was, they said, bingo.
Spell bingo.
Spell bingo. And I'm thinking, That couldn't have been that's like the easiest word in the world.
And
in fact,
I was thinking, if she misses this, like people are going to be like, how could you miss that? But she got it.
I wish she would have done bingo. B-I-N-G-O. Bingo.
She got it.
I wish she would have done it like
she
that.
Got it right.
You noticed the tune of the song?
Yeah, I did, but she just said it. But,
Oh,
okay, we are getting so far off track.
Sorry, everybody.
Okay, so that's Buckets and Boards. They are in the
Dick Clark Theater.
Yeah, the Dick Clark Theater where they have legends, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, all right, next, and this is another magician. This is Reza.
Reza.
And we saw him last year. He was awesome.
Yeah, you watch this guy and you're like, how?
Again, yes.
Just
you're
how?
Just like, how?
How?
I want to watch, one of those shows on YouTube where they divulge all the magician's secrets after I see him, because I'm just like, that is not possible. And I can't fathom in my mind how he can do those things.
But he does them.
Yes, awesome. And very high energy.
Yes, very cool
fast-paced
show.
Yeah, very kind of trendy. Even more trendy than my overalls.
I think the word trendy is not trendy.
Oh.
I think you've got to come up with another word.
Okay, what word would you use?
Well, I'm 50 years old, so we should probably ask our kids. It used to be lit.
Oh, yeah, lit. Is that still?
I have no idea.
We don't know. Okay.
Cool is always good, though.
Yeah. That show is lit, though. You need to see it. Okay.
Lit.
All right.
It's whack.
We're too old
I don't
for
think
that.
whack's
Okay.
one.
All right, guys. And the last.
It's fire. It's fire.
It's on fire or
No,
just fire?
No, it's fire.
It's just fire.
It's fire.
It's fire. That's weird.
Fire.
Really? Is that a real term? Mm-hmm. Okay. All right,
Come on,
guys.
old lady.
And the last
This is my
show that we're gonna.
I was gonna say favorite. Should we say favorite?
I think in a way it is. I mean, Sight and Sound is my favorite in some ways, but this is really the show. I don't know. In some ways, this is my favorite too. So it's hard to say, but
it's hilarious.
This is at the Little Opry Theater in IMAX, and it's Smoke on the Mountain. And oh my goodness, it is so funny.
I could just see it time and time and time again.
So it's a play, right? And it's about a traveling music band from, what would you say, early 1900s, something like that. And so they come to this church.
A church band, a traveling church group.
Yeah. And so they come to the church, and the audience basically plays the congregation of the church.
It's only like
that
100 seats. 100
yeah, it's a small theater, which kind of makes it cozy. Mm-hmm. And because of this, they do a lot of kind of like ad lib and improv, because sometimes the audience will kind of engage with them and they play off of that. It is so funny, and every time I go see it, it's a little bit different, and we laugh so hard, and we love it. Like, the characters in there are just so adorable and funny, and oh my goodness, it was so fun though. Like, we had such a good time. This show is amazing, and there's a lot of other great shows in Little Opry Theater. That the Petersons are there.
Yeah, the Petersons
Sons of
are great.
Britches.
What?
Britches.
This is a family
I know,
show.
Britches. Like
this. Sons of Britches.
And so those are some fun shows too. I've heard they're very good.
I've been wanting to see them.
The Sons of Britches, and the Petersons we have not seen at the Little Opry Theater, but we've seen them at Silver Dollar City.
We almost saw the Sons of Britches.
We did.
Remember that one time we were getting ready to go and get in the car, and we got in a little fight, and then we're like, "Fine, we're not going."
We fought.
That happens. Yeah, you would never guess it. We're married, right? You do that sometimes.
But anyway, we've heard that they're really awesome. And the Petersons we've seen not there, but at Silver Dollar City, and they are awesome. Mm-hmm. And so definitely check out the shows at Little Opry Theater, but see Smoke on the Mountain. And they have a Christmas one too. The same characters, but kind of, a Christmas Smoke on the Mountain or whatever they call it. So anyway, we hope you...
I bet you I could be in Smoke on the Mountain with my musical ability. Now that would fit there.
Maybe.
Because it's not top notch.
What are you saying?
Well,
no,
I mean,
the music and Smoke
story.
on the Mountain, the story is just that they're not the best musicians, but they are so funny. And anyway, you got to see it. So anyway, we hope you enjoyed listening to our favorite shows in Branson. Again, if you have other favorites, please comment below.
And remember the old ones that are not with us anymore. What
if you saw some
old
old
here's
shows
another
that are no
one.
longer here.
The Toby Show. But that's actually back again at Shepherd of the Hills. But the Toby Show used to be on the Strip.
Oh,
Loved it.
Yeah, another one that I really like, but I don't know if it's here this year. Tell me if you know. The $1 Million Quartet.
This was their last year.
Oh, see, that's what I was thinking, which is really sad because I really enjoyed that show.
But anyway, really good show.
Hope you enjoyed this. Let us know what you think, and safe travels, everyone.
Hey, we don't always say this. Would you subscribe if you haven't subscribed?
Yeah. turn that button from red to gray. I've heard that on other YouTube channels.
Yeah, subscribe. Yeah, I mean, because you're going to enjoy so much more of our banter and amazing travel insight.
All right.
And more of this. Wicked, 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 wicked. Wow, word. Peace.
Fire. All right. It's a wrap.
That was a wrap. That's actually a wrap.
Literally.
Did you say you wanted more rap? Wicked, 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 wicked. She's gone now. I can. Where are you going? Bye. I'm unappreciated.